Hello everyone, welcome. I have been working this morning. In the last session I was working in this house and I was adding a lot of more details for all those things that you have, all those definitions. So I was just adding a few more like this, and also I was just doing that inside you can see all the sticks. So I was just moving them to be all of them also visible from inside, and I was also adding here in the window those three sticks to have a closed window. And later after I was just finishing the streaming out of the camera, I was just adding a lot of uh, loops here. As you see, this is being with displacement, so it's not completely straightforward for all of them, which is looking a bit better. For example, this one or here, you can see I was just changing some of them, and I was also trying to fix a few problems here with some of the corners that I have. This is not perfect, but well, it's just maybe a bit better than it was. I could just check later maybe to improve. So this is one things that I have been doing, and after doing that, of course, there are some problems with serverless. As you see here, for example, this one seems not being the best idea having things like that. So what I need to do is just review them and then try to do something nicer, or just move them and review maybe also the furniture in case that is something not working well. For example, here you see it's also not a good idea to have this one. So what I'm doing is maybe just aligning to the sticks, or just remove some of them or move some places. So what I'm doing now is just reviewing all the houses that I have, the one that I have been changing, and I will review the shelves, also furniture, before I'm doing any other thing. So this is something that I need to do this to be sure that this house one is it only one, this one, okay, that one, okay, because this is out of the, so this is communal farm and this is far here. Okay, the rest of them are just in the folder called town. So first I will just check the shelves. I think this is the most wrong thing. So doing things like that, oops, just moving and then aligning to be, what is happening, to be just aligned with this stick. I think this is the right way to go. So I would like to see how these shelves are just affecting navigation. So why this one is just recreating navigation again. Okay, so doing something like that I think would be more realistic. And let me check if we have any other thing. Here we have, so for example this one is just matching, which is good, and I think I will do the same with this, just matching here, and then checking inside if I have any furniture. Not yet. Okay, so this house is almost done. Let's check this one. So same, this one is already here, it's fine. I was aligning this already, and this is also fine. Do I have anything here inside? No, not here. But I could add one here. Messes, furniture, shelves. What we need to do is just in which folder. This house is communal farm, so no, what is this? Yes, so in this folder, in this layer, I think I need to rotate to be inside. Oops. Okay, yeah, and the rest of the houses that I have for this model are all of them in the town. So here, NPC for a house, no. Buildings, yeah, I have like 5 or 6 of them. So checking this, There are some of them without even furniture inside, so it will be easier, but just in case. This one, for example. Moving there and aligning. And also this one, a bit smaller. And let's check this room also. Here, for example, this one is definitely not the right place. Maybe something like that. And nothing more in this house. So next house, this one. So for example, this one I will just displace here and a bit down, and this one I will align to the stick here, and this one also. And let's check another room. I didn't check the size of the walls, so all the furniture should be just working fine. Focus VIP. Привет. Привет опять. Ну как дела? Новости есть? Так. Как был этот человек, как это называется? Картошки что-нибудь, не помню. Potato что-нибудь. Человек был. Интересно, да? Я тут тоже был несколько раз. Тоже интересно, что этот человек делает, да? Да, интересно тоже. Иногда я тоже был, но просто, например, как сегодня. Не во время, что... Ну как? Не могу так долго. Но интересно. Очень красиво, что делает. Конечно, я тоже бы хотел так делать, но более-менее умею. Конечно, не так красиво, но более-менее тоже умею. А проблема, что это надо много времени. Делать все красиво, на маленькие детали. Если я на каждой шапке мне надо несколько часов, тогда никогда не закончит. Поэтому, да, проблема. Ну и все. У меня только 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ну вот, только. Что ты тоже там... Да, это я сделал тоже на стриме уже давно, но реально очень давно, как, не знаю, в марте, может быть, был, в апреле, не знаю, очень давно был. А потом сделал получше, тоже это Крис, так, ну, получше, красивее делать. И сегодня утро так сделали, что я вижу, что слишком простой, без деталей вообще. Я так хотел сделать еще там по кругу, потому что, конечно, первый раз сделал, и несколько, конечно, это типа ошибка. И сейчас получится. Давай искать, где это был, если могу. Фотографии, например, скриншот. Но скриншот старый, так и возможно смотреть, если... Как были, как чуть-чуть поменял сегодня. Просто. Думаю, это первый дом, что я сделал очень давно. Тоже там на стриме, думаю, я сделал все. Я бы хотел это смотреть, где-то был. Фотографии. Здесь, может быть. Но как, конечно, это старый. Понятно, да? Что очень старый был фотографии. Очень старый, уже много нету. Вот видно здесь. Был Криса никак, без палочки. Тоже без этого не был. И тоже типа все здесь квадратный. Очень простой. Вот. А сейчас как делаем, что видно... Ой. Что начало так криса все получше, конечно, там то палочки сделали, что раньше не было ничего. Вот там видно. И вот видишь, и тоже сделали все это палочки, что тоже больше интересно, чем просто так слишком простой билд. Конечно, фотографии уже давно. Вот, поэтому как билд и как уже получилось несколько раз. Сначала криса сделали лучше, а потом сделали другой и так. Вот, например, есть типа два фотографии одинаково старый. Это старый, который старый тоже это крис, это никак. Это новый, который уже поменял немножко. Там видно и новый. Но, конечно, все модель каждый раз делаю еще лучше, чуть-чуть. Иногда так смотрю старый, который сделал плохо или быстро, или никак, или просто мне вообще уже не нравится. Раньше похож нормально, сейчас нет. Ну и так и делаю. Поэтому иногда делаю типа второй раз, еще раз, что я уже сделал. Похоже, что ничего нового. Ну да, и чуть-чуть получить, чуть-чуть это, да и так и делать. Все так. Ну вот хорошо. Я бы хотел сделать тоже здесь типа крыска. Это не закрыто, это может быть. Ну вот, спасибо. Ну вот как сделали, что да, плохой, а потом лучше. Вот так. Да-да. Вот это, например, это четвертый был, и уже типа получше, красивее и так далее. Который сделал первый, конечно, ужасно. Думаю, здесь. Первый, который сделал, слишком простой. Реально, слишком простой, квадратный, никак. Что? Ну есть, ну как. Ну вот. Это покрасивее, конечно. Еще сделал второй и третий, еще хуже может быть. Вот это. Ну вот. Или это тоже. Это, да, это чуть-чуть получше. Уже. Что покрасивее. Ну, конечно, как смотришь это все это детали, что есть, это, ну, конечно, тоже больше интересно. Все это 4 сделали тоже на стриме, я помню. Все сделали на стриме. И это, например, это, конечно, надо, что попозже делать еще раз, ну, если новый, почти поменять все. Например, если есть внизу, так все надо поменять. Может быть, колеса нормально, палочки тоже. А это тоже слишком простой, реально, очень слишком простой. И надо делать что-нибудь чуть-чуть больше интересное, что покрасивее, не просто самый простой. Поэтому да, иногда делать чуть-чуть еще получше. Я так хотел просто здесь критика, что закрыто. И возможно делать, что один работает, другой нет. Например. Так хотел. Где у меня там? Думаю, это на 5 минут возможно. Что будем... Start display. Ну, не только модель, что модель видно, но тоже есть, например, это код тоже делаю, что так бывает, что код получше сделать, я ошибка уже, или удобнее, что раньше не был, и каждый раз еще делать. Все это, которое делаешь, похоже, что, ну, бесполезно. Конечно. Так. Где мне это? Угу. И потом ставим надо. Поэтому много работы, что делать, иногда, что ничего похоже, ничего не получится. И может быть работать не делать, все делать чисто, не знаю, какой-то ошибка, который есть. код делает тоже чисто и удобнее и так далее. Все, что делаешь, а потом ничего. Но похоже, ничего не сделали, конечно. Цилиндр. Или... удобно будет здесь. Так. Duplicate selection. Вот это будет. Так. И не parent здесь. Extrude. Думаю. Так. И Alt F. Нет. F. Это же можно так. Думаю, внизу не надо. И просто как можно делать это? Просто что-нибудь так может быть. Типа того. И smooth 65 75. Так. И надо что-нибудь, что там, ну, здесь на руках. Руки что-нибудь может быть. Что делать? Или можно это. Это не посередине. А сейчас UV. UV. Материал. Будет. Sign. Delete. Конечно, не так. Упс. Это я забил, и сейчас мне надо делать на все. Максим. Это так. Selected face. Ну и как игра? Пробовал. Ну и как? Более-менее нормально? Сказали 160 кадров. Хорошо. И что еще? Что получилось там? Нормально, да? Игра как игра. Но, конечно, сейчас скучно, потому что вообще ничего не можно сделать. Реально как... Ничего. Очень скучно, это понимаю. У тебя свободный день, почти день. Ну, как минимум попробовали, что сделал, можно и видно, что есть. Да, это нет. Ну, реально невозможно так играть, ну, как я сказали, что максимум все есть, типа 30 минут, все, что хочешь, можно делать, это 30 минут, я уже все получилось, поэтому не очень много сделать, но что есть, хорошо, как минимум что-нибудь есть. Reinforce. Ай, потому что я просто не хотел это палочки здесь посередине, и это тоже, но хотел, я... Может быть, если делаю побольше. Наоборот. Наоборот. Может быть так? Я тоже сделал не сколько на C++. Но думаю, это тоже скучно на экран. Поэтому так не делаю. Место будет well. Вот так. И print. А, кстати, это надо на 0. А где? Упс. Так. Ничего не понятно. Ага. Хорошо. Хорошо, без проблем. Спасибо, что приехал. Ну и договорились. Если надо что-нибудь, ты знаешь, где меня найти каждый день. Или тоже на Discord возможно. Но там не часто. Ну, во время, что не стриминг делаю, и так не буду. Давай, отдыхай. Спасибо. Так. Вот. Упчи. Да-да. Hello, there, RG Halam. I'm doing a medieval RPG without combat. Right now, doing just the small tab for this world, but doing a medieval RPG. So I have here already the town with the market, houses, church. You have here the watermill. Let's see. You have also bake house. So a few things that I have all around. I have been doing everything. I mean modeling, texturing, level design, the code, blueprints, user interface, textures, shaders, grass, vegetation, flowers, trees, all the things that you see. And I was just trying to model a few things here. So I was just adding a few details for that. Oh, thank you. Trying to do my best. I'm programmer mainly, so modeling is not my strong point. Well, so you see that most of them are just boxes or just cylinders, things like that. But yeah, trying to do something nice and use decals more time just to have something more interesting. I have been doing this game for a year already, and I've been doing a lot of streaming. So and after that, I'm just uploading to YouTube. So you can find here the links for the website, Twitter with more pictures, and also the YouTube channel. You can see all the streaming that I have been doing. So if you are interested on any single part, for example, this well I was just modeling this week, so you can see I was just modeling this one. For example, this one also in the streaming sometime ago. Thank you for the follow, welcome. Or for example, this house, the manor house, have been modeling this week. So you can find the videos. All the buildings as you see in the game, you can go inside and you have full interior modeling, and you can just walk inside. Or for example, this one have 2 floors with windows and things like that. And you have also interactive windows and doors, everything that you see. So every building have been being done a real one. Some of them are still empty, of course, because the game is not finished. But all the buildings, even the char, for example, you go to the tower and you have the water mill, or you have here, for example, communal farms areas for that, also the sawmill. So you have a lot of things there. So if you are, for example, interested on modeling, I have been modeling almost everything. This week I have been also doing level design because I was increasing the size of the map a bit from this area. So I was creating this manor area completely, and all this area with this trail and a few forest things there. If you are, for example, interested on blueprints, I was doing also many other things, like for example the user interface or the code for this. Yeah, so I was doing most of the things on streaming. So if you are interested in some point, just let me know. I can just show you, or if you have any question, that's fine. So if because some people is just coming is more interested on, I don't know, maybe code, maybe the user interface, maybe it's more interested on, I don't know, sound, animations, or any other part. So just let me know what's more interesting for you, you know. That's fine, that's fine. So, and I would like to have some kind of variation for that. So I will just introduce a few I don't know, things here moving, so this is not perfectly round. So you have a few more info on the website, for example, and a few more pictures. Some of them are a bit old, of course, so I'm just trying to update them from time to time, but that could be something a bit old. That's fine. Yeah, the game is not finished, so you are not expecting that everything have been done. This one could be even bigger on here, and also this one. So just adding this one because the well is also interactive, so you can just kind of pick up water from this one. And I was just modeling this, so I can have like two different models. One of them which is closed, another one is not. Supposing to be like oh, I need to rotate a bit this one. Like one of them is working, another one is not working, say being closed, so you cannot take water from this one. And I will move a bit down. Things like that. And I need to rotate this like, I don't know, rotate, I don't know, 30 degrees, like that. Well, this is medieval RPG, so this is nothing completely original and completely different from any other game. So you can find like 100 games that is more or less like this, which is fine. So yeah, there are a lot of them. The only difference from another games is that this one has no combat at all. I am completely against violence, so yeah, this one has no combat. And the way to progress is with dialogues, and then as any other RPG, so you need to do quests, side quests, and then dialogues with the NPCs, and then doing a few mechanics tasks to increase your skills, and then you need to rotate even more, but this is different. Rotate minus 60. Okay, a bit more. But yeah, you can see a lot of videos, a lot of games that is almost the same. The only difference is this one. You don't need combat, and also it's kind of realistic, so all the things that you see, for example, are being adjusted to the real size for this time. Or for example, all the buildings, as I say, like in every town you have the market, you have the church, you have also the sawmill, you have communal farms, you have the manor house. I'm missing here a small chapel yet, that's why you have like a hole here. And you have a few houses with for example this one that I'm having here. If you go inside, this is like a typical house that they have at this time, with a big room with fire in the middle, that is not yet, and some furniture, so all of them are wooden, and then one for storage, only maybe one window or maybe nothing, and some of them have also the animals inside. So I was just trying to keep the same size and the same materials for all of them, and for example just finding reference about which kind of furniture they have. Yeah, trying to find how things are going at this time to be realistic. For example, the size of the houses, that they are not kind of Dark Souls, you know, the palace, things like that. So just trying to be realistic for all the things that they have. The problem is it's hard to find reference for 13th century, where you can find only castles and houses of this time is house of the king. But this is not, again, this is a small town, so the chart need to be smaller, the houses need to be smaller and things like that, but we don't have much reference about this anymore, so this is not so easy. I think that's fine. I could even do a bit down. I would like to see that it's kind of open this, so I will move a bit down, and I hope to see the difference between them. Yeah, I need to move this down a bit. Okay. I would like to see what is this white one here, or this is it a problem with So if I'm just adding here, that's fine. The same problem, this is coming from where this blue one, maybe, I don't know, decals Or is it Sado or what's this? No, this is just going with a so well, every system you want to work with is professional. It takes really long time, and the thing is not only learning where the menus are, so I can just open the menus, that's fine, you know, that's not the problem. But the thing is, it's not learning only the tool in that case, but all the knowledge that you need to have for that. So how, for example, shader is working, how you don't need to code those shaders, but I mean you need to know about this. Or for example, you can use C++. So what is learning C++ comparing with the engine is completely different thing. So you need a lot of knowledge to use this one, and this is not only learning the tool in that case, the problem, you know. So you need to know, for example, modeling is nothing related to this one, but you need to know how things are being drawn in a real-time engine, and then you can use this engine. But so it's not only learning Unreal Engine is enough to make games, but this is just one tool. I was create the first game I was creating on CryEngine. It's a different game engine, and the theory for all of them is the same. So I was just learning where the menus are, but I know what I'm looking for. So that was the thing. So let me see. Go to tab, and I would like to see this one. By default, probably is lighting as is static. Yes. Yeah, but only modeling is perfect for artists. But what about code? What about blueprint? What about shaders, for example? What about the audio, sounds, lighting, or level design, and many other things that you really need to know for just games, which is perfect. So you can just start, and that's good, you know. But for example, for the models, you need to keep really low on trees, and you need to take care, for example, about the normal faces, and also how to create the island smaller, or for example, reusing the textures. Because there are some people coming from zebras or things like that, and they start creating, for example, they say this, I don't know, this roof, and they say this is quite bad, they can create much better. Yeah, but the thing is, maybe this roof is made of 200 trees or maybe 100 trees only. So that's something that you need to take care, because it's real-time rendering, and it's not just 3D Max rendering for 1 hour every image or things like that. So you cannot reuse or use really detailed surface, or you cannot create a lot of triangles, and you cannot use, for example, this subsurface or things like that. Just to, yeah, there are a lot of limitations for that, so you need to keep in mind this one all the time when you are doing, for example, modeling or texturing or things like that. You cannot create one single texture for every single model, and you need to reuse textures, and you cannot use H key texture for everything, because then the game is not working. Only maybe, I don't know, Titan or things like that. So all of those restrictions is making much reduce all the things that you can do, and you need to take care about a few details for that to keep working with source limitation. And it's the same with, for example, with artificial intelligence for the NPCs or many other things like that, that you are really limited on the time that you have every frame. So you need to cut down a lot of things, and then you need, for example, things like put distance, or using, for example, loads for different distance and things like that, which is perfectly fine. You can just learn all of them, you know. But yeah, if you just want to learn how things are working, I think the easiest way is starting with Unity, because it's much easier. You have a lot of document videos, a lot of people is using, and you have, for example, a lot of things in the marketplace that you can just start, just kind of plugins for everything that you don't know until you are just learning. So that's really easy. So what's this? Tickle middle? Yes, tickle top. Roof inventory. So for some reason there is something coming from I have this blue one here coming from I don't know where, but this is only being here because if I'm using this one, this model that I was creating just here, you see that I don't have anything like that. So that's strange. I don't know which slide. Okay. Okay, so I see this is something from probably the decals here. So let me see. That's strange because it's already reducing this one a lot. Because it's not this one. Decal top. Just for testing, I will just keep like this and to see what's happening. Still happening. I see. So this one is coming here, and the problem is that the decal middle is probably taking left or side. Something like that. Left. I think, yeah, I need to create something a bit smaller. Smaller from which side? No. Well, I can create also smaller here. This and this one. Okay, now it's working, and it's also working on the floor. That's working. But anyway, you can start also with Unreal because it's just for free. Just download and then start doing things. You have a lot of also items that you can just try and start doing anything with that. Maybe 230. Okay. Okay, now it's fine. So let's suppose that this one is, for example, being this wall tab, or let's say none. In that case, this is active, and interactive is enabled. But if I'm creating another one, for example, here with this well, putting here and then taking this well to tab, and they say not enable. So if I'm just playing, I should have this those models, one of them not working, another one is working. I need to create also the load for this small tab. Let me see this one. But this one should be not enabled. Did I did that or not? Interactive not enabled. So this one is coming from this one, water storage, and this get action supposed to be only when this is by default, like I started as true. Okay, so the thing is, this one being not active, so not enabled, even like that, it's giving me the option to be interactive. It's really strange. So I will do, for example, I don't know, just one door, window, something interactive, and I will try to do not enable. So let's try, for example, this door, and then not enable, and let's see what's happening. Maybe the problem is about the right cast. Okay, so the door is not enabled, and of course you don't have any option here, and here is probably because let's review this. So get action, execute action. Now the first thing is get action should be just giving me no action. But the thing is no action here only should be if this is enabled. So just get enable, that's true, and then just a branch. Okay, so this one is coming here. If it's true, it's just sending this message. It is false, so should be no action at all. But that's strange because it shouldn't be action for that if you are not enabled. So let me review this one with the right cast string. Game management, action manager. Here is the thing is to right cast is taking this object and then this casting to interactive here, interactive. Yeah, this one should be, well, it is no action. It's going here and no action. Yeah, it's yeah, anyway, it's just taking, of course it's just taking this get action, I think. Yeah, so get action is taking here, otherwise it's just going to no action and then having something here. Yeah, needs to be, this check need to be before this get action, so in case that is not enabled, this is not doing anything, so ignoring this get action at all. If false is going here, if true then it's going to the action. If true then it's taking this action, I think, going again to this true, and this false is going to this execute, and this true needs to go to this one. I'm just reorganizing now all those things. Is not going well, so this one is going here, and also this one is going to this branch. So let's say this step is happening later. This is the one that is happening. The first thing is just checking about this interactive. In case that this interactive, that's true, is checking about this. Let's say, if not, it's just going to this. I will just move a bit all the things here to put more space here. So this is the action here, checking the action, not being nothing to do. So if this true is going here, false, false, okay. Maybe I can just create like here one rewrote node, join here, much easier. So and then I can just rewrite this one as it was. So just if it is not active, shouldn't be even just throwing this raw cast. So okay, so in that case nothing happens because this one is not active and this one it is. So not being enabled, you don't have anything to do with them, so nothing to interact, and this get action is not giving you any action, it's just nothing to do. Well, other cases I have like a default value like no action, so that's why it was working when you don't have any interactive objects. It's just giving me no action. What I want to do also is checking about them, that the blockers, what blockers are having, I think open. What I need to do is with this one. Yeah, there is nothing here because I think they are kind of active. But oops. Why I have 3 doors here? That's funny. What's happening here? So this house has 3 doors? No. This 1 door. And that's all. I think something have been kind of broken with this when I was changing this one for the interactive things with this action manager. There is something happening here with the door. For example, if the door is locked, but this one is at least being done. It is enabled. I think I will redo as it was, because maybe for some reason I would like to have like not enable but reusing this for some reason, I don't know. So I will leave as it is. This one is coming here, this one is also coming here. If this false, it's going to this one, and if true, it's going to this direction. That's fine. I don't know for some reason, and then this true is going here. I really don't know. For some reason I want to have this one. Maybe in the future I have few cases where I need to have at least checking for any action even not being active. For example, if I want to put here there a message like this one is not enabled at the moment or things like that. So at least I would like to have this get actions. So for that I will do this one also. I will check manually. So that's the thing that needs to be have this message, and I want to check if this problem with the door is fixed. I think the problem was about this only. No, the problem is not related to this one. I see. Why is this happening? Is it happening with any door? I would like to know. Something's broken. No, this one is just empty. There's only one. Yes. So since the problem only with this for some reason. Yes. So let's duplicate this here just for testing. Granary Manor. So where do I have this? Buildings. Manor. Granary Manor. Here. Move to this level. That's really strange. Yeah, so in that case it's working, but for some reason I have a few doors here. That's really strange. Well, what's happening if I'm deleting this? The thing is, I have here like a door. What's this? Seems like I have duplicated doors. Or I have like more than one here. Exactly. No. Yeah, so since that I have like two of them. Maybe I was just duplicating this one. I forgot about this for some reason. So I have like duplicated model. Yes, okay, so nothing broken. Yes, so everything's working. So it was strange. Since that I have like a 3 different them using the same location, so 3 times the same. And this one is being closed, so this is not working. So this is not interactive. And then in that case, maybe I will keep this. Well, the only thing is just calling this get action in case that is enabled. I will keep this one because there is something that I'm using in all the code in case that I'm just changing something, probably I'm being broken a few things and I cannot really see where is this happening, so how to notice this one. Come on. Jesus, how slow. Okay, finally. So let's close a lot of things that I have here. This one is also working. And this one. Wait, those are not being saved. Ah, okay. What I'm doing is just creating the load for this one. In that case, maybe I will move this to another place. Yes. Moving to another place. So let's restart the editor. What I'm doing is just creating a new one. Well, I will duplicate this also, and then this tab. Okay. So new one. And I'm append from my models buildings. No. Buildings wells 2. And from this one, the object that I'm taking is this one, and also this one I would like to have. So I can delete this, and this is my model already. What I need to do is create this load 0. I will not create any proxy for that because it's not really not needed. I mean they will have already the proxy collision for that, so I don't need to create a proxy for this. What I'll do is just duplicate now and use this one, load 1, and I will reduce them as much as I can. One of the things that I have found interesting is here, for example, I'm just using this, and I can use this select checkers deselect, but I would like to have faces here, so just select this and then move to this one, and then doing this checkers deselect, I have ready some of them, but I would like to have only, okay, let's see again how I can do that faster. So take this, not this one, and then doing this checker deselect, and I can just delete them. So this all those edges, and this is just reducing the one that I have here, and then this all edges. Well, in fact, I could even, I don't know, I can maybe just reduce all of them to be something really simple, because just being far from this, okay, just in case. And I will do the same here for that. So this, not this one, and then select checker deselect, and no, I need to move them. Привет, Сидмарт. Добро пожаловать. So this. No. This again. And check the select. No. It's checking the another one that I don't want. Okay, I will just take a second to do that. Easily. Faces. Oops, forgot about this. Something really simple. Parent. Tak. Same as. Now export to FBX and will be face export. So here. Я сейчас просто делаю, что это как это называется, закалон или как? Ну типа сокрыто, что у меня есть один сокрытый, один нет. И могу типа сказать, что это интерактив, это нет. Что работает один, а другой нет. Но для этого только мне надо так Крис так сделать, что видно сокрыто. Поэтому сейчас так и делаю. Пока никак. Ну давай. Очень медленно открывать. Jesus. 3 мегабайт в секунду. Ну, потому что первая идея это была история. Я хочу сделать историю, но тебе надо делать что-нибудь. Не просто история, потому что будет нажимать дальше, следующее. Тебе надо делать что-нибудь. Я думаю, так это делать, то... Ну, потому что RPG значит roleplay game, типа настоящая игра и так далее. А просто RPG сейчас похоже, что надо типа это все оружие и так далее, что нет, RPG есть по-другому. Особенно как сказали, это old school RPG, это... Ну, как сделали раньше, что тебе надо типа говорить люди, получить что-нибудь, а потом миссия, а потом другая миссия и так далее, так и сделать. Вот поэтому, ну, мне кажется, что да, кажется, что получится, что я хотел сказать. Но уже сделали еще игра пораньше. Первая игра, что я делал, это на CryEngine, и я сделал шахматы. Ну, самый типа простой, но не так простой, потому что шахматы реально есть много миллион вариантов, что надо все это смотреть. Но это был более-менее почти на 95%, это был просто код. И сделали много, так все на код и маленький все это модель. И потом я просто хотел сделать что покрасивее, еще что-нибудь. Я просто сделал, потому что в Blender нравится, сделал несколько домики и думаю, вот это будет может быть интересно. Во время история интересна. Ну вот и поэтому хотел сделать. А RPG просто, что я хотел сделать, типа это сказать история, как это делает игра. Ну, думаю, это так подойдет, что вместе RPG. Но не типично. Ну вот, все равно. Это игра, что люди типа играют, нравится и все. Как это называется, если точно так же, как... Ну, мне все равно. Но как что-нибудь надо сказать. Ну давай. Сколько можно? Проблема, что джойстик здесь так медленно. Смотри сейчас. 200 килобайт. Как это возможно? Невозможно. Реально. Вот конец будет. И вот сейчас здесь. Отлично. И давай еще. Вот у меня такая модель, что один типа открыто, другой закрыто, да? И которая есть сейчас открыто, что можно типа работать, а что закрыто не работает, что, ну, конечно, мне надо что-нибудь, что видно, почему работает или нет, типа закрыто или нет. И поэтому я сделал это маленький. Сейчас мне надо делать это. Реимпорт. И сейчас load и так далее. Сначала это маленький, как 16 может быть. Надеюсь, что самый первый игра, что делать, это будет реально самый маленький. Очень маленький, потому что если нет, никогда не закончится реально. Люди так начинают, вот у меня идея, давай делать это мультиплеер, RPG, survival, open world и дальше, что как это, один человек или два, как это возможно? Так невозможно. Поэтому надеюсь, что если это первая игра, делать что-нибудь поменьше. А потом, когда это получится делать, или закончит, он не устали, что уже работает на этом 3 года и ничего, когда уже и получится что-нибудь быстрее, ну тогда давай еще сделать интересно, еще второй, еще третий и так далее. Это конечно, но если первый, надеюсь, что-нибудь слишком большой, значит никогда не закончит. Настроение испортится и не знаю, если хочется или нет, сделать второй. Поэтому, какая идея у вас? Что придумали уже? 16 или 8. 8. 22. Oops. Угу. Может быть, чуть-чуть далеко это. Угу. Ну, посмотрим. Думаю, надо. Игра сделали? Уже сделали игра? А просто придумали сделать, потому что я тоже сделал, например, это программа на Android, я сделал какой-то веб-сайт тоже как, но все равно, что реально сделал игра или нет? Или уже работает на этой игре 1,5 года? Я не понимаю, это да. Надо типа на, не знаю, пару недель, 3 месяца, это максимум. Что-нибудь получилось. Реально некрасиво, просто квадратные все кубики, не важно. Но типа уже более-менее как эта игра, как будет игра. А если надо несколько месяцев, год, что пока непонятно как это играет, значит, что ничего не понятно, будет очень долго. Я реально боюсь, как это люди получится, что так медленно, конечно, это плохо. Ай, почему так, если я уже сделал это? Никак. Тогда уже 1,5 года работает не только на Unreal Engine, а твоя игра уже. Понимаешь, да? Это правда. Так. Export. Ну, более-менее так. Поэтому это же есть. А сейчас это. И сейчас это. Если работали уже 1,5 года на этой игре, уже есть что-нибудь, не знаю, или сайт, или фотографии, или видео, или что-нибудь есть? Уже сделали что-нибудь? Так. Угу. Это не работает, и это да. Это нет. Ну, видно. Ну, давай, у тебя есть эта ссылка. Поставь. Что видно? Все видно. Все знают об этом. Потому я сказал, что не важно, ну, люди, которые не делают игра, конечно, понимают, что вот почти закончит. Я вижу, что можно гулять, почти закончит. Нет, мы знаем и видим, что ты так и делаешь, работаешь, и ну и что. Не знаю, это закончит, это не самые лучшие. Может быть, сделать просто это кубики, что самое главное, что работает код, и все делают это procedural, а не просто, что кубик или не кубики, или свет некрасиво, это не важно. Поэтому я так сказал, что ну, видно, что есть, как это получилось, как надо играть, что там надо делать и так далее. Что это, как эта игра, что делать на этой игре, что надо, и что, как играть. Это чуть-чуть поменьше можно. Ну хорошо. Ну что есть, если есть возможность тоже это ссылки делать, видео и все далее, что у меня ничего, ну ничего там плохо, что удаляет. Все возможно. Will try. But why? Spartan Channel, thank you for the follow. Welcome. If you have any question or you want to see anything of the project, just let me know. Anything about the project, about Unreal Engine or game development, that's perfectly fine. 3 maybe 355 should be enough. 355 here. Okay, now it's fine. Now it's fine. Just the decal was too big, and I was just here the terrain is not completely plain, so I was just painting here the terrain with a decal for this well. So that's fine. If you are here for the first time, maybe you have any question, or I don't know what to see, saying any other thing, just let me know. So I can reuse this one closed any other place, or I can just create this one closed. Yeah, and not enable, and this one will be enable, and nothing to do here, so clear. I would like to know also if this one is being rotating or things like that, so for that maybe I need to have these degrees. Let me see. Yeah, this one is not being enabled, so that's why doesn't matter, or the rotation for this one. I see. Okay. Ya помню. Я тебя видел, конечно. Я... Вот. Я думаю, что я это не оверлай, что такое. Кстати, очень интересно, потому что я так подумал, это хорошая идея, типа фильм, это куб, да? Куб, который можно так и делать каждая комната по-другому. Я так смотрел и сказал, очень интересно, что возможно делать, конечно, много меньше проблем, что, например, далеко, не рисовать много. Можно, типа, скачать, не скачать, что все каждой комнаты и так далее. Поэтому сказали, это очень-очень интересно. Мне это понравилось, и думаю, поэтому я смотрел, я видел этот твой стрим несколько раз. Вот он это оверлайн, я это помню, смотрели несколько раз, да. И тоже все, что на user interface уже есть, тоже интересно, например, это меню, как поменяется камера, когда если там, ну, нажимаешь что-нибудь, и так и поменяется все эта камера. Да, это очень интересно, да. Это как... Да, интересно. Я поэтому помню. А больше не делаешь это на стриминг? Только другой? Или что? Или сейчас начинаешь раз это делать, или что? Так. Было да интересно, да, я вижу тоже все это user interface, тоже интересно. Итак. Ну хорошо, конечно, как хотите, это без проблем. Тоже иногда, когда типа начинаешь или много так, это, например, или код, или удалить, или делать еще раз и так далее, может быть, это да, не очень интересно. И так лучше так думать, что ты делаешь, чем просто не знаю, говорить люди и так далее. Поэтому да. Я иногда тоже сказал, что, например, код тоже не делаю, потому что лучше так делать, что я делаю, а не просто говорить. Hello, Gold say 135, welcome. I have been working today on this tab for the world because I wanted to have two different variations. One thing is open, another one is closed. Because this is interactive, so in that case it's closed, so it's nothing to do. You don't have any action to do with that. But if I'm just adding here a new one, which is let's say open model, so this is interactive with this, and you can just take water from that. So I was just creating this small tab here. To have those models, so you see here that this one is nothing happening, but this one is just giving you the option to take water, for example. So I put this bucket in my hand, and then you have the option to fill this bucket that you have. And in that case there is nothing because it's not working, supposed to be. I needed to have something like this one is working and this one is not. So for that, I was just creating this small thing here over this just to have something closed, and the player can understand that it's not working for some reason because it's just closed, and you can see visually something different from the typical one that you have. So we just created this small thing today for that. The well I was creating I think yesterday also in the streaming also. So you can check this one if you are interested on it or any other part. And I was just setting a few things here. So I have still free time in the streaming. So you want to see something, or is more interesting to be I don't know doing level design or maybe blueprints, use interface, any other thing that is more interesting for you, just let me know. And I can just take this task and no other. I need to modify this house also. I need to create also here doors, or I could just reuse the one that I was using on the door manor. Oops, what is mine? Door manor outside. Well, the thing is just maybe not so nice, but I mean the size is fine. So I could probably try to create a door with this side to reuse on inside, because I have two of them, or less should be exactly the same size. So I can just reuse this one, because the one they have in this part is, well, I mean the size is fine, and the only one that are not working is this one, and also this one for the inner rooms. So I need to create a model for that, and for this one I'm using also the outdoor, so this is matching well. Oh, cool. That I'm using. The NPCs have all of them plans for do things like, for example, going home, working on farms, going to the church, following maybe paths, things like that. So I have all of them, but I'm not using the behavior tree that is just being provided by Unreal Engine, because the problem that they have is in my game the time is passing, let's say 1 minute is in life is 1 minute in game, but for some action that you are doing and the time is passing faster, and in that case I need to kind of adjust the NPCs plans to be according to the time on game and not the time on let's say Unreal Engine. So for example, if you have a few tasks there for I don't know, go to some location, you have like after 5 seconds or after 1 minute, but during this 5 seconds or 1 minute it can be just moving faster the whole game, and it's like passing 1 hour, you know. So this is something that I cannot really manage with default Unreal Engine. Thank you for the follow. I think that you have some delays, or I have some delay, because it's supposed to be that you have a notification on screen, but not yet, so it will come maybe after a few seconds. I don't know. Okay, already here. Welcome. So, but yeah, I was just checking, and what I'm really using from Unreal Engine is using the nav mesh. So all the nav mesh that I have here for the town, for example, and I can just show you here. So this is nav mesh that I'm using. So I was just defining, and also, for example, defining the side of the doors. So the nav mesh is going inside on houses, so they can just go inside and outside from the houses. And I was just also what do you mean, the channel? I mean YouTube channel, or what's this? Or yeah, the notification maybe, I'm not sure. So using this nav mesh being according, for example, adjusting well with all the things that I have here, and I was adjusting for also, yeah, I have a YouTube channel, and you can see there all the past streaming last broadcast I was doing for the last year. So you have like 100 20 or 30 videos for 2 or 3 hours, so you have like maybe 300 hours of video for all the streamings. Yeah, you can check out anytime, and I'm uploading kind of from time to time, like a few days later. So if you want to check the very latest streaming, you can check here on Twitch that they are just keeping for 15 days. So yeah, so before and they are just deleting from Twitch, I'm already moving to YouTube. In fact, I'm just streaming both of them, but you cannot see on YouTube anymore. Was just in the past, yes, but not anymore. So I have all the, for example, all the doors are not blocking the NPCs. So I have a code for all the doors being open and closed automatically for all the NPCs and not for the player. So they can just walk without kind of doors. So they just walk on this way. And let's see, for example, this one, when I'm just starting playing, this guy should be opening this door automatically. So the door is just detecting with a few post collision when they are just arriving or things like that. So the door is just opening, that's fine. And they're just walking. And you have others walking also. So yeah, I'm using the nap mesh, I'm using it, but I'm not using the one from behavior tree. So I have been creating like my own trees for that, and with a lot of nodes. And I have nodes like a hike task, for example, like go home, where every NPC have few variables, few parameters, like what is your home, where is the charge, or for example the buildings that you are just managing, like go to the first house or the second one. And you have also home gardens, so places where you are working, paths. So there are some paths on the game that you can just all of them can be just being followed by NPCs, so they can just, let's say, go here and then join another one, or going on such direction for a lot of trails that you have on the map. So they can just follow trails of them, so paths. So the NPCs have a few things like that. For example, the benches where they can just sit. On, for example, or another NPC for other interacting for any other reason. So I have a few parameters for all the NPCs, so they have a lot of information for the world around. So they know, for example, go home, they go to this building already, so they know where is this, and they go in that direction, maybe just following a few paths or trails or things like that. Or I can say go to this bench and sit there, so they can just find a way to go to the bench and then sit in there. So my plans are like go to bench, go home, go to your home garden, or meet with another NPC or things like that, just moving. But I don't have the behavior tree for them that is from Unreal Engine. So I'm using just mine, creating a few things like that. So I have like a height tags for all of them, and just defining with a few nodes all the plans that they have for the whole day. Also just checking, for example, being working on this farm, I don't know, until 10 AM or 5 PM or things like that. So even if time is passing faster, they are being notified before this time is coming, and they can just change the plan for that. So using default Unreal Engine, you need to have, or just readjusting all these things that you are just defining on the behavior trees. So I was just using this another approximation for that, because it was not working very well for me, which is by default. So I need to adjust a few things, but I'm using the nav mesh because it's really helping with finding, for example, the paths to go to some places. And the only thing that I need is just like go to this home, and they have like a location inside, and they go through this nav mesh, cross the door, and then go home. That's something. So for example, this guy here have few plans. NPCs, and this peace and welcome. So we can see here, for example, the plan graph, and the plan is just going to this sit on bench, things like that. So for example, this one could be just the first task is going home, things like that. So going home and then stop there, they're doing nothing. So after that, for example, it's just what's the name of this? Restart plan. So let's see, for example, this one, restart plan. So it's just doing nothing. I mean, disconnect this one. So just a sample. So I'm just giving this guy, I'm doing the option to go to your home, and the home that he has is home farm free, which is this one. That's fine here. So this is the one that he's just going and then crossing the door when the game starts. So that's the plan. So this guy goes here, open the door, and then go inside. That's all. With just one node, I can just create things like that, like go to some house or some bench or any other thing. But I can just put this guy in any place. So let's put, I don't know, in some place much, I don't know, far or any other ways, or for example being inside. So it needs to find also the way to be here and take this door. So I will just start the game here. And this guy is just finding the way, opening the doors here, for example, and then just going on the way to this house. So they can find the path or any other house, and they are opening or closing all the doors and things like that. So they can just find houses, home gardens, other NPCs, things like that. I think just Control Z should be leaving the guy here. Maybe no. Okay. So that's why I'm not using like default values, but it's almost the same. So working the same, which is really useful for me, is using this nav mesh, because I don't really need to calculate, for example, the real path with all the collisions for them. So that's something good. By default, the plan for this guy is just being to this bench. So if I'm just reconnecting everything as it was, and just delete this one. So you see that this is the plan for the wall. There is just a few nodes, and that's all. I don't really need to create something big. So if I'm just doing like a default, this one is going to this bench and then sitting there. So this guy is going there and just sitting there. I will be just sitting here until, I don't know, something's happening, or after some, I don't know, 5 PMs or things like that. So they have plans to do, for example, 3 times, or just following this trail, this guy, things like that. So all of them have a generic plan for all the day, and this is being adjusted to the only plans that they can do. So the tool from Unreal Engine is good. I mean, you can do everything, but in that case, the only thing that they need to do is something like this: go to this house, or for example, go to sleep, which is just going to home and then going to the bed, and things like that. Because you have also here beds, all the furniture for all of them. So you have here the bed, or just, I don't know, a few things. So they can just go home and cross indoors, or even fences like that. So yeah, all of them they can cross. So I was just adjusting the nav mesh to be passing, for example, here, as you see, and then crossing the doors that are needed, so they can go to any house. I was just adjusting a few variables that you have for that. So yeah, they can just walk around, opening all the fences, windows, doors, things like that that's needed, and just walking all around, finding all the trails for that. I was creating all those NPC plans also on videos. I don't remember, something maybe 2 months ago or 3 months ago, maybe, I don't remember. Let me just check which video could be something like that. Trails, trail charge. User interface. NPC plans are coming from videos 50, 51, 52, or even before, yeah, like 48, 49, 50, and so on. I think them. I don't know if there are really old videos I was doing. I don't know which one was starting, but all videos I was doing, I cannot use the microphone, so I'm not sure if this video is coming from that time. No, you have a microphone there, that's fine. So just the checking from 48, and further videos you will have all the information for the NPC plan, so you can see all the nodes, you can see the blueprints. I was also explaining the problems that I have, some things I was just fixing and doing things like that. Well, if you are interested in this area, that's fine. What I want to do is expand already the map from this area. So I will just try to create it bigger here. First thing, I will just hide this for the editor. And the terrain, manage. Selection, add. Let me see how big it is. This is maybe too much. Well, not so big. I mean, 4 of them. That's fine. I think, do I need to be in the same layer that it has? Okay. Or yeah, maybe that's big. I don't know. What's happening now? Baking. Jesus. Yeah, that's the main problem with the terrain, that is just taking all the time this baking. Let me try something smaller, otherwise it will be really easy with all of those things. So I will just try to do something like that. No, it's not working. Maybe I will do this task out of the camera, because just baking texture or just compiling shader is really going really slow, and doing everything really laggy. So that's what I'm trying to do. No. No, it's impossible to do anything. It's just again, no moving. Nah. Okay, thank you for coming. Thank you for the follow. See you next time. Have a nice time. I will just increase this. And this is the last one that I'm adding, otherwise just going really slow. And sculpting will be something bigger, like this one, even more. Yeah, something like that. So this is like kind of hill here, and in that case it needs to be close to the Nah, that's impossible to do. The idea that I want to do is like a small here curve in the river, so you have this hill here in the middle, and you can just hide everything. For example, like unloading the town or things like that, you cannot see them. So even the hills are helping you with this cooling. For that, this one is just playing a bit slower, and even slower here. No. Okay. That's not working. Okay, let's try another thing here, because it's just impossible to do that during streaming. So the idea is having here like a small hill that is just hiding everything that you have on the other side of this hill. So I can just delete or unload the town and almost everything here, so you cannot see. This is exactly the same that I was just doing here, you know, just taking this trail on this way. It's just playing with the hill the opposite way, so you cannot see the town anymore, and all of them can be just hidden from just a cooling distance or just painting with oops, what is happening here? There is some tree floating because the terrain is just being smaller. So yeah, okay. So just using like a small valleys all together, it's just hiding everything that you have all around, so you cannot see the town anymore walking here. But if you go to this area, that I was just planning to do something here like a small forest also. So going out of this, we can also hide this to be easier to manage. So we will have exactly the same. This is one hill here and another one here. So the trail is going on this direction and then just going through the river, which is going on this direction, and after that you cannot see it, not this part, not that part, because you are just going on the river. And then I will just create a new town here, and having like small forest in the in between all this area, like small forest, and maybe some houses or things like that, having some gameplay also. So yes, let me say this. Let me see the chat here. So I have still 10 minutes in the streaming. So if you have any question or want to see any other thing, I will just do kind of testing all around. I will delete this. That's strange. Oh. I could add a few grass of this. Aluminum light. Car level. Much smaller. So landscape. So what is the problem with that? I have this problem sometimes. Paint density, landscape, that's fine. Just so I can select this or not. So I can select this. Seems I have this one selected, I think. Okay. This is the one that I need to paint. And I will delete this and also this one. I think we'll mostly walk on the new area. Something that you can see, or should be checking if, for example, the grass, stones, or things like that are not going well. Here, for example, I cannot see the trail, so this is fine. Here is a bit lost. For some reason, maybe the terrain, or just the point that I'm using here. That's fine. So that's the house that I have been modifying this morning, and still I have a few problems here. As you see, it is not perfect, so I will probably work a bit more on it. This one is also not perfect. This is not easy because you need a lot of them, and also it's just big, so I need a lot of them to cover them, and it's not really easy to see. How is this going? I think here I was adding more pebbles in this area because I was just checking on the trail and I cannot see a lot of them, so maybe I should paint with more density. So this one, for example, you see a lot of them, that's fine. Yeah, a lot of them. Also about the step, it's fine. Here, for example, this is not. I need to finish also this area, I don't know what more to do. Probably when I have some idea about the gameplay that I'm planning to add here, I know more about the things that I will need. At the moment we're just adding a few blocks. This I need to finish, do something here. Yeah, and finish this part. So creating this new area already, we can maybe create a few trail from this part. Why you need to use this smooth, and then from the hill try to go down. I don't know, something. And this is also empty here. Grass. Hola Robert. Sí, pero si esto... Eso es frase de abuelo. Todo esto era campo. No, pero lo que sí es verdad es que desde aquí arriba, si esto fuera Toronto, se vería Toronto entero. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo va? A ver, ¿qué he hecho que no hayas visto, por ejemplo? ¿Qué he hecho que no hayas visto? No has visto el pozo, yo creo. Que hice ayer. Efectivamente. Toronto entero se vería. Este pozo no lo has visto. Yo creo. Porque si no has venido ayer. Y hay la variación abierto y tapado. Y con esto hago mis 2 horas y me voy. Adiós. Sí, ya llevo 2 horas, pero bueno, ya que has venido, si quieres ver algo, porque si no estoy aquí un poco aburrido ya. No voy a empezar ninguna cosa. Así que no sé si hay algo que quieras ver. Que no hayas visto, por ejemplo, voy a poner en el mapa algo nuevo. Es verdad, podría ser. Tiras una moneda. Oye, es verdad, es buena idea, tirar una moneda, a lo mejor. Pues oye, es una idea que me acabas de dar que podría ser algo así, de, no sé, que en el pozo también hubiera algo. Monedas tienes, o sea, tienes monedas que puedes utilizar, lógicamente, o sea que... Monedas hay en el juego. Pues sería, por ejemplo, cuando tienes una moneda aparecen zombies y te comen el cerebro y ya está, ahí es permadez. Tienes que volver a empezar. ¿Cómo lo ves? A lo mejor no es muy original, pero bueno. ¿No? Tienes una moneda y salen los zombies alrededor ya. Tiras aquí la moneda, se cierra esta puerta y aquí en este círculo empiezan a salir de estas casas, empiezan a salir zombies y te comen el cerebro. Y ya está, y ahí estás muerto. El pozo de los zombies. Ah, zombies no, bueno. De todos modos los zombies van en un DLC, eso sí. No, pues entonces otra cosa. Además estoy pensando qué música podría sonar bien. Ya sé cuál va a sonar. Va a sonar esto, verás. A ver si la encuentro. Oh yeah. Esa es la que va a sonar, ¿qué te parece? Cuando eches una moneda suena eso. Oh yeah. Así, así.
Oh yeah.
Cada vez que eche una moneda. Tengo que poner ese sonido en los sonidos del chat. A ver si me molesto, le hago un recorte y pongo ese sonido. Así otra vez.
Oh yeah.
Estaría muy bien, Sí, lo voy a hacer así, o sea que pusiera por ejemplo así. Pongas eso y suene, ¿no? Ahora no está porque no está el comando, pero que hubiese ese comando y suene.
Oh yeah.
Estaría bien. Estaría interesante. Le voy a poner seguro, vamos, ahora mismo en cuanto termine el streaming, voy a recortar el sonido y lo voy a poner en un comando. Para que se pueda hacer. Y estaba ahora haciendo, lo que pasa es que con los streaming va muy lento y como hace todo el rato el baking de shader y mierdas y cosas, pues no se puede hacer. Pero es lo que estaba aquí intentando hacer, ampliar el mapa, pero se hace malamente, lo haré fuera de cámara. Ampliar el mapa en esta zona para que siga por aquí. Aquí el río que siga haciendo aquí una curva y tener aquí una pequeña colina, aquí otra pequeña colina. Este camino ya viene por aquí preparado para enlazar con el río también. Y ese pasa que no funciona, pero lo voy a poner en cuanto termine, lo voy a poner seguro para que el próximo día haya algún comando de eso. Alguno más por ahí que se me pueden ocurrir, pero ahora de momento lo tengo que hacer yo a mano.
Oh yeah.
Le tengo que dar yo al play, pero bueno. Estaría bien, Y ampliarlo por aquí un poco, hacer esta parte de un bosque, continuarlo por aquí. Aquí quizá también algo de un poco de bosque, pero a lo mejor también algo de gameplay, alguna casa en el bosque o algo así. Que siga por aquí el camino que viene por aquí siga el río y luego ya aquí en esta zona nueva hacer el pueblo nuevo que quiero hacer. A lo mejor, así que ahora fuera de cámara haré el mapa, ampliaré el mapa y así ya tengo, digamos, hecho el mapa, por lo menos el diseño inicial para ir luego añadiendo pues todas las cosas que hay que añadir. Bueno, iré añadiendo aquí ya. Porque más o menos por aquí, aunque me faltan todavía algunas cosas que añadir de por aquí, aquí no, aquí yo creo que más o menos ya está todo, excepto lógicamente el gameplay, o sea, por aquí no hay gameplay. Y aquí sí, en el Sawmill tengo que hacer algunas cosas porque faltan aquí algunos objetos y tal, pero posiblemente cuando me ponga a hacer gameplay aquí, cuando haya que hacer cosas, pues veré que me falta, no sé, o alguna cosa que poner, o yo que sé, algún muro, una pared, alguna cosa, algo, o alguna casa, algo que tú dices, cosas así sí me harán falta. Mazmorras va a haber seguro, en el castillo hay seguro. Lo que pasa es que de momento no hay castillo. O sea, no está. El castillo no está hecho, pero lógicamente castillo va a haber y mazmorras va a haber. Y pasadizos secretos, por supuesto. Eso cuenta con ello, lo que pasa es que va a haber que encontrarlos, claro. Pero sí, seguro. Y esta casa tengo que hacer lo mismo. Tengo que añadir aquí bastante más geometría. Que es lo que estaba haciendo esta mañana. Es que esta casa, que era un poco simple, estaba bastante simple, así de simplona antigua, pues le he estado metiendo aquí todo esto. Y también por el lado muchas más geometría, muchas más cosas, ¿no? Para que tenga más detalle. Y luego por dentro también, se viese toda la geometría por dentro y tal. O sea que estaba ahí creando así un poco más de detalle. Para que vayan quedando algunos modelos que estaban bastante sencillos del principio, bueno, para que vayan quedando un poquito más curiosos. Y vayan teniendo más detalle, ¿no? Eso es lo que estaba más o menos haciendo. Y yo creo que ya, por eso si no sé, si no hay ninguna cosa más por ver o por hacer, yo creo, porque no voy a empezar quizás nada, no sé que alguien quiera ver algo en especial y lo hago en un momento o algo, sino en principio no voy a empezar ya ni más modelos ni más cosas porque cualquier cosa que haga por pequeña que sea se me va a mí una hora o dos otra vez y bueno, ya está, tampoco no hay mucho que hacer. Ahora me preparo algo para mañana, así tendré algo más por hacer. Así que si nadie más quiere ver nada, no hay ninguna pregunta ni nada, voy a terminar aquí el streaming. So mainly I did all the things that I was just planning to do for today. I have been streaming for 2 hours already, so I'm not planning to start any other thing. I will just start tomorrow. So if you have any questions or you want to see any other thing, just let me know. Otherwise I will just finish here the streaming. You have here all the links with the website, and you can check also the YouTube channel with more videos, more streamings that I was doing. on Twitter with pictures and things like that. I will be streaming every day. I will be tomorrow also around I don't know, 2 a.m. PST time, and this is like 2 p.m. on Moscow time, and I think it's 12 in the morning for Spanish time. And again, you can just check. And also I do evening streamings at the time that I'm doing right now. So I have 2 sessions per day, and I'm streaming 7 days a week. So if you want to come next time, you can just join and see how the progress is going. Robert, lo que pasa es que aquí, como te digo, aquí cenamos a las 7, a las 12 o a la 1, tardísimo, para luego, claro, yo me levanto a las 7 que son tus 6, ¿sabes? Por eso me hace muy largo, pero bueno, para un día que por lo menos pude llegar a la hora y llegué pronto y todo eso, la verdad es que sí. Por cierto, no hemos puesto enseguida tu link. For everyone, if you want to check this streaming, this guide and also girl is just playing live music there, so you should just check this channel and follow them and put your notification to be notified when they are just going online, and you can see what are they doing. You can already check some videos they have there. Also you have live music, and then you can choose your song that you want to play for you from a long list. So yeah, you should check them definitely. Bueno, Robert, pues ya está, me marcho. Voy a descansar un poco como tú dices y mañana por la mañana estaré aquí otra vez. Así que vaya todos bien y nos vemos. Un abrazo fuerte para los dos. Por supuesto que nos vemos en cuanto hagáis streaming. Yo estoy ahí el primero a trolear. Muchas gracias por venir. Nos vemos. Thank you everyone for coming. Hope you enjoyed, learned something, and I hope to see you here next time. Thank you. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. You are just resting a few days with the family. Have a nice day. Bye bye.